I thought I'd show you me letting the Mediterranean flock out on fresh grass. This is right next to the paddock where they were at. Sorry, the back door is already open, so some of them are already out. Hello, ciao bellas, ciao, andiamo. Buongiorno bellas, buenos dias señoritas. Hey George Patton. So, no, this hasn't been used as a paddock since, I don't know, December, January maybe. So the land has had a little bit of a chance to bounce back over winter. You can see there's wild turnip that's already set flowers. These kids have got their fresh water and feed. There's a lot of them are already more interested in the fresh grass and weeds than the feed. Nobody's touching the corn, which is like crack cocaine to them. So that's an interesting sign, just to let you know how much they enjoy the good forage. This patch is under a bunch of black walnut trees and a hackberry, so I'm going to continue to thin this, probably take out that little one, that little one. I'd like to plant more elderberry and pawpaw in here. I've got a Hanson's bush cherry over here. Stone fruit pretty much do fine next to black walnut, within reason. And grasses tend to do a-okay, so I've got an ornamental grass there. I have some autumn olive that I'm going to plant in here because we have two giant autumn olive bushes back there that just are wild or naturalized. I didn't plant those. They've been here at the farm for many, many years, and I'm going to propagate them because the birds that were in that paddock last year went berserk for the autumn olive berries, and it fed them for weeks, giving them a high antioxidant berry that they loved, and worked its way into the eggs, which was great. But these kids are going to be here for 2 weeks, and I've also planted an American hazelnut down there. Everything that I need to be protected, I believe, is protected, so that's good. Hi, babies. Good morning, good morning. I'll come in here and continue to take out all these little hackberry seedlings, get those out. That's stickweed, but get those taken care of, plant more things in here for them. Like I said, I'd love to get some pawpaws in here, but definitely more elderberry. Elder are super easy to propagate, so that's kind of a no-brainer. This one here is a black locust. I wasn't quite sure, but I can tell by the very distinct locust leaves coming out up there. But there was an enormous black locust somewhere. It might have been right in here, but anyhow, it fell over like in December. And I was really going to make the case to my father-in-law that he should just leave it because it'd make an awesome playground for the birds. But he hauled it away before I could talk to him and turned it into firewood. So can't complain about that. But anyhow, the black locust will produce some really nice flowers. That's good for the bees. I'm still trying to figure out how to work black locust into our program here because I've read different things about it being toxic to the poultry, though they don't really seem interested in it. So, you know, we'll see. But these kids are very happy here. Anybody lay any eggs yet this morning? I see one, two. Looks like a nice little green one. Yeah. Beautiful. All right. And just for comparison, here's where I literally just moved them right next door. Here's where they were previously for just 2 weeks. And, you know, you can see the grass is beaten down quite a bit. This is underneath their coop, so that's a hugely fertile spot. Rain and such gravity will carry that down to the mulberry, which can definitely handle all that. I'm not going to move. Right now, I don't have plans to move their shelters. I'd rather just get more pallets and build one of these shelters in each paddock rather than keep hauling these from paddock to paddock. And this will give this grass a chance to rejuvenate and bounce back in the pasture. It's supposed to rain tomorrow, so I'll come in here tonight or tomorrow during the rain and sow daikon radish and clover and vetch. And what else have I got? Mustard. Some dwarf kales and things like that. Just anything to continue to make the pasture excellent forage for them. This paddock's got the big mulberry. There's a little plum tree, maybe 2 little plum trees. I definitely put more elder over here. There's a little dwarf chinkapin oak as well. All things that can handle being next to the black walnut, which, if you don't know, the roots and the leaves, the whole plant secretes a toxin to suppress other plants, and it works on a lot of plants, but other plants are totally immune to it. That toxin is called juglone, and like it's death to blueberries, and gosh, I used to have all this stuff memorized. But anyhow, I remember more right now about the things that it can totally handle. Like corn can handle it, sunflowers can handle it, a bunch of different things that I can plant around here, from annuals to perennials. But right now I'm mostly focusing on perennial plants to continue to improve the pasture. And also, today's a little overcast and there's a bit of a breeze, so it's nice to be working out here. The sun is, what is it, like 11 o'clock right now? That's south. That's our whole cut of the sun there. But honestly, like, if the temperature bumps up to 80 and there's no clouds, like, it's already super hot out here. So one of my big priorities is to get shade plants established for the birds, but to do double duty with them, so that not only do they provide shade, they provide, well, triple duty. They provide shade, they provide hawk protection, protection from aerial predators, and also they provide feed crop. In fact, the feed crop would be number 2, really, and hawk protection is tertiary. But they provide feed, because the more wild foods they can snack on, the better their diet, the healthier they will be, the more they'll be interested in rustling up their own grub. They'll be more active, and I'm very happy with the feed that we use. We use a non-GMO feed from a local mill in Stewart's Draft, Virginia. That is about 2.5-3 hours away, but gnats. But they deliver nearby, and it's a great feed. I've been using it since I started in 2018. But I don't want to be dependent on that feed, and also it's expensive. It adds up. So the higher the degree that I can offset that input with actually things that are grown right here on the farm, obviously the way better. So, okay, that's enough of an update for right here. I'm now going to bump the European birds over to here. I had a little skip zone, so I had those two side by side. They're still there, obviously. This paddock was left empty, and then I put the birds over here. And obviously I'm learning something that is perhaps now obvious, but I need to leave some spacing, because when it comes time to move, oh my gosh, just boop, boop, boop. Like it's really easy. So I need to work on that for my rotation, instead of schlepping stuff all over creation from, and taking the birds from pillar to post and myself. On a day like today, when it's just me making the move, this makes it so much easier. If I had to carry these guys, half an acre or so, it would be a lot more time consuming, a lot more difficult. So that's where we are right now. I'm going to bump these kids over one, which will be great. I just keep that wall there. I unhook here and I bring the edge around, seal it right up. I'll come right back to my power box. I'm going to set up another energizer right there and close in this area right here. And that's going to be where the Americans go, the farthest away flock. They're going to go over there, and then I'll have my little cluster right in here. So they'll all be fairly close, but still on fresh pasture. I may move some shelter over here because this is completely exposed. And I need to make sure that I take care of my boys and girls. They are in my care, and they trust me, and they've got a really good union contract that guarantees hazard pay and a bunch of other stuff. So I got to take good care of them, because they take good care of me and our customers. And they're building my farm as much as I am. So that's where we're at. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, please post them below here on the YouTube channel. You can also follow me on Instagram and Facebook at Broad Shoulders Farm. And I hope that everybody's doing really well. If you're quarantined inside, maybe you enjoy seeing us being outside. We're very fortunate here. Other than my wife being an ICU nurse, I would have a lot less anxiety and just be fine hunkering down, obviously worrying about other folks, but it's a little close to home for us right now. So we're just going to focus on making the best food with the best animals possible, and I will talk to you all later. I hope you're having a great day. Take care.